This presentation, you will learn about the new economic policy, NEP, and future prospects for India. When the NEP was introduced, it held immense potential and promise to India in terms of bringing macroeconomic stability. The policy would help control inflation, budget deficit, allow a careful management of debt, and use of equity markets to finance growth. This policy would be beneficial to India, promote expanded trade with other countries, increase competition within the economy, imbibe confidence in its currency, and increase savings and investment in private initiatives and activities. The new economic policy envisaged privatization of public enterprises. The policies relating to public sector enterprises, whether they are in agriculture, manufacturing, or services, and to the practice of maintaining a closed market within a country or region with government controlled prices, have proven to be a failure in India and elsewhere. One reason for the inherent inefficiencies, low productivity, lack of innovation, and lack of progress in the public sector enterprises is the lack of autonomy. Such a system does not allow for multiple sources of ideas for improvement and change or provide incentives that help foster new ideas or encourage risk taking or being innovative. Prior to globalization, Indian markets in resources, goods, and services were geographically closed to outside and inside competition. This resulted in non-innovative economic environment and uneconomical use of domestic resources and technologies. Closed markets cannot take advantage of specialization. With the introduction of the NEP, India has rapidly opened its markets to inside and outside competition in all three areas of resources, products, and services, following the guidelines in the new General Agreement on Tariffs and Treaties approved in 1993. India has been able to withstand external competition and reduce inflation substantially. Post 1991, India was able to record demos- domestic price stability with an inflation of 5 to 7% as against 15% in the 1980s. India did not experience the problem of flight of capital as was experienced by Brazil, Mexico, Peru, Argentina, and Venezuela in the 1980s. India has maintained macroeconomic discipline. The 1994-95 budget put a limit on monetization of public debts as an automatic financing technique. This policy indicated a goal of not letting deficit financing and inflation become a problem for India. The NEP envisaged a reduction in income tax, capital gains tax, and excise taxes on a large variety of items. This would create an economic environment of incentives for savings and investment. There is no more suppression of consumer industries in favor of investment in heavy and large industry in public enterprises. Licensing and other bureaucratic nightmares have been reduced, and financial markets are being liberalized to encourage investment in the economy. Mahatma Gandhi knew the scale of the effort required to cope with India's poverty. The NEP worked towards promoting economic growth and slowing down population growth and thus tackling India's poverty. Traditionally, subsidies available to a large segment of the population for the purchase of food and other essentials were the only ways government could help to reduce the problem. But with the economic reforms, the idea is to remove subsidies and let market forces do their job of signaling price and profit incentives to producers. The new economic policy has also challenged the misconception about the fatalistic nature of Indian society. Thus, it can be said that in the early years of NEP, India appeared to be on a path of significant growth. India's economic future looked promising as it had never before, as it was moving forward on the unique path of open economic policy. The Ministry of Finance was highly optimistic and observed that India's strength is its ability to absorb new ideas. India provides a healthy political and social milieu for the economic renewal. He further stated that India will stay on the path of economic reform with virtually no chance of backsliding. Thank you for watching the presentation. Do like, subscribe, share, and leave your comments about this presentation or any other topics you would like to learn more about.